Who got you? Ha ha, I got you. You scared as hell. Hey, what's up, everyone, and welcome to another reaction for the month of Gore 2020. And even though I'm still not feeling all that great, I'm a little sick, if you don't know. It doesn't matter. That's not an excuse because it's still time to get scared. And we are here to watch another compilation of short horror stories that are animated. This one is called 4 Short Scary Story Horror Animations. All right, a little, a little much on the title, but it's also from Let's Read, so it's gonna be the same guy doing the descriptions of the story. We will watch part 2 of the one we watched last time because I really like the animation there. But I thought this looked unique enough. Like I just kind of saw the little, you know how like when you're scrolling at a video, a thumbnail, it'll start like kind of playing the video just a little bit, and the animation looked different and it looked unique. So I was like, you know what, I like these animated ones. I think the one we watched so far. The one we watched recently, a few days ago, was the scariest one, I think, so far. So, the scariest thing I've watched so far. So anyway, let's get to it. I already have the lights out. I figure I might as well just do that from now on. Maybe just have the lights out. I don't know. Anyway, let's get to it. There's 4 short ones, and of course the last one's the longest one, it seems like. Even though the first one looks like it's pretty long. Anyway, let's go. Oh, I was about to say, where's the audio? It's just quiet. Ooh, it's a cross. Ooh. Strawberry Nightmare.
Back when I still lived with my parents, I used to stay in the room right next to my younger sisters. Sometimes while I was asleep, I would be awoken by the sound of someone coming into my room. When I would open my eyes, I would see my 4-year-old sister just staring at me in silence.
Bam!
After realizing it's only her, I would calm myself down and lead her back to her bed. I wasn't the only family member this happened to, and in the morning my sister would never remember it happened. Most of the time we would find her by the stairs on her way to the bathroom. My parents worried about her falling down, so they put a child gate in front of the stairs. On one occasion I remember seeing her standing in front of the gate, and as I approached her, she slowly pointed down the stairs. Being slightly creeped out, I just gently led her back to her room. It wasn't until summer came and I would stay up later that I would sometimes hear her talking to herself in the early hours of the morning. I used to think it was a little funny, but on a few occasions it really sounded like a lower voice would respond. I was too much of a chicken to ever check, so I would just decide it was time for bed and try not to think about it.
It's time to move out, I think.
Luckily, by the time she turned 5, it seemed like she finally grew out of it, since we never found her walking around the house again. I still wonder why it always seemed like she was trying to get one of us to lead her downstairs.
Is that the end of the story? Ooh, that's scary.
Never always lied.
Screw that.
It was obvious from the very beginning that she was a compulsive liar. She would spin some off-kilter stories when she had the chance to. It wasn't out of any malicious intent, but rather, she simply couldn't resist telling a lie. Her lies were surreal and often just too ridiculous for others to take seriously. It didn't help that she was very young, at an age where we dismiss claims as being products of imagination.
It's always kids. They just
only 4 years old. Because
she started talking to a spooky.
The word that she said to anyone. We didn't believe her when she said that her baby sister turned into a cat at night and purred at her.
Animorphs.
We didn't believe her when she said that the science teacher was secretly an alien robot.
They were all true.
And when she said that her best friend wanted her to come play with her underneath her bed, we once again brushed it off. We really should have taken it seriously. But by the time that we found her bed empty that one morning, it was already too late.
Whoa. What happened? Oh my god. Alright, that one. I like that they're not over the top. They're just like...
We moved into an old farmhouse in October 2015. It had been kept current until 1989.
I love the animation. I mean...
Right down to the burgundy green
more like a motion
hearts
comic
and
kind of.
apple borders in the middle of the walls.
Apple border.
The house sits on a couple of acres. The closest neighbor is a walk away. Great trees, great bushes. Love it.
Love it.
But lately, I've noticed weird things. Like how none of the closets have doors. Or how I wake suddenly just as I'm starting to drift off to sleep.
Oof. All this is a
How
nightmare.
tired I am, even though I'm in bed by 9 p.m.
Oh, what the hell is that?
And can barely get out of bed at 7 a.m. The other really strange thing I've noticed is both my cats have disappeared.
Yeah, that's pretty
And
strange.
none of the coyotes I hear at night come near the house, even though I've left the garbage bag outside accidentally. But the biggest thing I've noticed lately is how the hatch to my attic seems to always be open.
And there's a ghost normally terrorizing me.
Though it used to be nailed shut.
Yeah. Yeah, I would find that weird too, my guy. Okay, and we're on the last one. No, it's shut. Oh, I just noticed something weird that I just shit my pants.
My
I'm
son
getting the hell out of
went
here.
missing 2 weeks ago. Like a good parent, I filed a
State
police
Farm is there.
complaint. I participated in the search efforts, and I was heartbroken when they could not find any trace of him.
Jesus.
I gave up. I asked the cops to give up too. It was hopeless, I said.
He's gone.
They did not give up. 1 week ago, 2 of the officers turned up at my door,
Oh no. Oh,
triumphant smiles on their faces, and standing in front of them was my son. They said they found him wandering in the woods beyond the edge of town. He looked much worse for wear, but otherwise unscathed. They left him with me and went back to the station. He is not my son. He looked like my son, spoke like my son, and even behaved like my son.
playing DS.
He settled in with me, but please believe me, he is not my son.
Jesus.
Every night since that day, I've woken up in the middle of the night in cold sweat. I always see him in the doorway of my room, his body silhouetted by the night light behind him. He always leaves as soon as I wake up. Please, you have to trust me. Whatever he is not my son. Why do I seem so sure? Because I killed my son 2 weeks ago.
Oh!
Buried him in the forest.
Jesus.
Hey friends, if you enjoyed these short
I was
illustrated horror
thinking like, oh, what'd you do? What'd you do? You kill him? I was thinking. I swear to God, I was thinking that. I didn't want to say it though. It's not because I thought, ooh, well, it'd spoil it, but I was just like, nah, it's not gonna go there.
stories, be sure to subscribe to Strawberry Nightmare. Her artistic talent and
Yeah,
love
it's very
for
well
horror
done.
is brought to life through her work and is definitely worth your time. Let us know
This
below
guy's
in the
got a great
comments if
voice,
you'd
by
like
the
us
way.
to work together again soon.
Soon. Also, watch out for the ghoul behind you. What? What do you mean? What ghoul? What are you talking about? Sexy voice man? What do you mean? Anyway, really good. Oh my God, this is volume 2. Oh my God, there's so many freaking great horror things to watch. Man, I don't know, man. There's so much stuff. But anyway, there go. That is volume 1 at least for 4 short scare. You know what? Screw it. Let's just watch volume 2. We're doing it. Let's get straight to it. Strawberry Nightmare again.
I'm a new father, and it was my family's first real walk in the woods. My 5-year-old Jay was thrilled about the fact that we were walking off trail today with walkie-talkies, and my wife liked that they had a static-proof 3-mile range. That allowed us to take our guard down while we were picking a load of morel and chanterelle mushrooms we stumbled across. When we
Okay.
looked up, Jay was gone.
Shit!
That was our family's first genuine bolt of true panic. We frantically called out for him on the walkie-talkie with no reply, then ran in the general direction that we thought our son had wandered,
He's a mushroom.
before finding his sticker-plastered radio on the ground. My wife cried out until her voice
And then we
turned
realized we
ragged,
murdered
and I
our
had to
son.
hold her.
It's the same ending.
Just as the sun began to set, we were ready to dial 911. Jay walked out of the bush as he had been standing just outside of our view the entire time. His eyes were ringed with red, but the whites of his eyes remained clear. I had assumed it was just from crying. Besides, it didn't matter. We had Jay back.
Huh.
I carried him in my arms all the way back to our car. Jay was already asleep when I buckled him in. Right before driving onto the main road, my wife blurted out, "Jay's radio." We left it on the trail. I didn't want to go back. as
Oh
it was
no, you're
already
gonna
dark
hear his
and I just wanted
voice.
to go home. 2 minutes down the road, my wife's walkie-talkie barks. It's Jay's voice, frantic, crying, asking where we were. My wife and I looked at each other before looking at Jay in the back seat. We confirmed it was Jay on the other line as we turned around and told him to stay put. My wife stayed with the child in the back seat as I went to Jay. I found him near his radio, scared but glad to see me. I didn't bother asking him if he knew the kid that was in the back of our car. I thought we would sort all this out when we got back.
No.
When we did, the kid was gone, but my wife was still in the car.
She's dead.
When she saw the two of us, a drowsy smile spread across her
Oh,
face.
no.
All except for her eyes.
Which were red.
Her red, ringed eyes.
Yeah, that one's... I don't like that one.
Ever since I was young, I've looked in
That was
the mirror
good.
quite often. Maybe people probably assume it's vanity, but that's never been it. I'm a bit of a paranoid person. Looking around corners, leaving lights on so I can see my surroundings, and checking under my bed just in case. I live alone now, which has made this paranoia worse. It was a Sunday, cleaning day. As I scrubbed the bathroom, I had to walk by the mirror to get a bottle of bleach for a stain that had been bothering me for a long time. I still feel shivers thinking about the moment I realized my reflection didn't match myself. She looked afraid. Taking this as a bad omen, I left the room as is.
I'll be taking this like, oh,
Not even bothering
no.
to finish cleaning up my husband's blood.
Oops. Wait, what? I'm sorry, I missed it.
I'm the kind of coworker everyone hates.
All right, hold on. I'm sorry. I apologize. I thought there was more to it.
Bottle of bleach for a stain that had been bothering me for a long time. I still feel shivers thinking about the moment I realized my reflection didn't match myself.
Yeah. Okay.
She looked afraid. Taking this as a bad omen, I left the room as is. Not even bothering to finish cleaning up my husband's blood.
So she wait, that one confuses me.
I'm
So
a coworker everyone.
So what? The mirror's like, yo, why you kill the hut? All right.
Yes. I'm the coworker that steals from the fridge. I know it's rude and selfish, but everyone else's things just taste so much better than my bag lunches. Plus, I have to admit it's pretty funny at how upset my colleagues get when they notice things missing.
Dick.
They'll yell, "For Christ's sakes, it was labeled," and "What kind of monster would do this?"
What kind of monster?
It
Someone
doesn't be such a
someone
huge
ate my
ordeal that the office
my
set out
little
no
rice
witch hunt
pudding,
for the culprit.
fuckers.
The longtime janitor was fired and blamed for throwing things out. I stopped stealing for a while and things went back to normal. But I couldn't help peeking in the fridge and seeing all those treats staring me down. The temptation was too much, and I grabbed a container belonging to the new girl, Tracy Myers.
Oh no!
As I
Related
chowed
to Michael?
down, one of my coworkers walked in on me, caught me red-handed with Tracy's Tupperware. Instead of calling me out or making a scene, he just left the room without a word. I suppose he knew that no one would believe him. I finished eating right as my pager went off, so I methodically washed my hands and straightened my tie before heading back into
Where
the
is this gonna
operating
go?
room. My newest patient, Tracy, was prepped for me to perform her heart transplant. The only problem was that someone had stolen it from the fridge.
What the fuck? Oh, that is horrible. That's
Special thank you to
That's
Strawberry
horrible.
Nightmare for her amazing animations. Be sure to subscribe to her.
That
channel
one's
for more.
that one's a good
And
one.
let us know in
Man.
the comments what you'd like to see
Jesus,
in the future.
that was really good. All right, that last one was great. I really like that one. I had a twist. I had a little twist to it because I was like thinking like, what is the twist going to be like? Ooh, he ate the dinner. I mean, he ate the lunch of a ghost or something. No, he's just a cannibal who eats body like organs and stuff. So I should have assumed that's where it was going to. God damn it! Should have assumed something fucked up like that was gonna happen. I was thinking like Tracy, she she died years ago or something. That would be the lamest ending. Be like, oh, all right. But still, that was really good. All right, so there you go. That's 7 technically short, scary horror animations. I'll call it just short, scary story horror animations, volume 1 and 2. By Let's Read. So I guess Chocolate or Strawberry Nightmare. Strawberry Nightmare. Check both of them out. Obviously, you know them way more than you know me. So I don't even know why I'm. Shout outs to somebody that doesn't know I exist, and nobody will be watching this anyway. These videos don't get too many views, which I get it. They're old animations, but I mean they're old videos, but whatever. Oh, I just noticed this one went up on Christmas Day 2017. That's pretty fun. Anyway, there you go. That's it. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you. Till next time. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.